From Effingham, Guyton, Georgia. Played the Savannah music scene for many years.
Okay, and how many years have you played?
In Savannah, about 20. Professionally altogether, about 23, give or take. Currently, I travel the country playing music, and I'm the founder of the Me, Myself, and Us concert series, where I bring in guys that I've worked with throughout my career back here to Savannah to entertain folks that might not normally get to see them in that type of element. As far as anything goes, I've been blessed to work with a number of prominent artists in the business as far as the recording and session type players go, the guys who co-wrote songs with a lot of the famous people that we all know and love.
What song or piece of music, what got you started at an early age? And when did it start? What got you started?
I remember the first song that inspired me into rock and roll, and that was Rosanna by Toto.
Okay.
That was the first one to actually kind of scratch that itch a little bit that I didn't even know I had at the time. And from there, got into the Beatles, naturally. John Lennon's music inspired me a lot as a teenager, even though that stuff was, dated by the time even I was born in the 80s. But, I would say that was my first introduction into rock and roll. I've released 3 albums. I'm working on my 4th right now. I do enjoy some good cover music, if that's what people want to call it. I consider a lot of cover songs that I do music that just inspired me personally.
What's your favorite cover that you do right now?
If my voice is warmed up, I'm going with Salisbury Hill by Peter Gabriel. I'm not going to pull that off cold turkey, but and I love Pink Floyd stuff, so I'm kind of old school, Supertramp. Love all that stuff.
Your upcoming album? What's your upcoming album? What's the name of it?
I haven't actually gotten the name for it yet. I just literally started working on it out in Los Angeles. Steve Ferroni, the drummer of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, just laid some tracks for me out there in LA, along with Leland Sklar, the bassist for James Taylor and Jackson Brown. And I've got a lot of great artists that are going to be on this thing, and people that I've been blessed to work with in my career. So I would say a message to folks out there is to appreciate and keep supporting the local Savannah music scene. I came up in this area. I know the importance of this local music scene. I know what it's done for people, including myself, leading up to where I even went and branched outside of the state of Georgia. But this is a great music scene, a lot of great people involved in it, so keep supporting it. Stick true to yourself. Be who you are. Don't let anybody else sway you into what they want you to be and envision you being. If you're always yourself, there you go. And that was kind of, I guess, I don't want to say my trick of the trade or my secret or something, because I don't think that should be a secret for anybody, but I was always me no matter what. So if anybody can ever do that, then I think they're on to something.
Let's see, inspired. I'll have to say anything Merle Haggard. Probably.
When you were a little kid or something like that. What was the
Haggard.
first song? What was the first song? You remember?
It was a song called "Always on a Mountain When I Fall." And my brother had a guitar. I was a 4 or 5 year old kid then. He bought a guitar and it came with a John Denver songbook. So I couldn't play the Merle Haggard "Always on a Mountain," but in the book it had "Country Roads Take Me Home." So that was actually the first song I ever learned how to play.
You still do it?
I still do.
Okay, cool. How long have you been doing this?
I've been playing 46 years.
Good Lord. Where all have you played?
I played all over the United States. I played over in Europe. Got to do some recordings and sessions with Dolly Parton, George Jones. Was on the road with Tracy Lawrence my last 2 years before I kind of gave up Nashville, Tennessee. Just being a gun for hire mostly.
Did you enjoy it today?
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
What did you enjoy most about today?
Camaraderie of the musicians and get to hear others play.
What I've enjoyed most about today is just the diverse group of people that we have here. I mean, we had a flute player, a saxophone player, lots of great guitarists.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I have a son, Cole Goodwin, that writes and plays and performs music. He actually is on tour with several names in country music. He's incredibly talented. He can write, play, sing, and if you haven't checked his music out, if you love traditional country music, check him out on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple. I mean, he's way more talented than his mother ever was.
The name of your group is?
Westcott Duo. The first song that I remember learning, my dad taught me when I was about 5 years old on ukulele, and it was Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and a lot of Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, which he liked, but he proceeded to teach me 30, 40 songs on ukulele, and by the time I was 7, 8, I was singing and playing.
And you, sir, what's the first song that really inspired you? A little bit of story behind it.
I guess when I started first playing piano, I played some Engelbert Humperdinck and Tom Jones, Andy Williams, those kind of things. And those kind of songs kind of really inspired me.
What all instruments do you play?
Ukulele, I play drums, I play flute, play harmonica, a lot of little recorders, a lot of percussion, which I use at my shows, and it's just part of my bones. Looking at a saxophone at some point here.
And what instruments do you play, sir?
Drums, piano, mandolin, guitar, bass. I'm sure there's some more I'm leaving out, but
Are you a professional musician all the time, or is there something else you do?
I have done it twice in my life, full time on Bourbon Street in the 80s, a little place called Tropical Isle we put on the map. I moved to Jekyll Island in 99 and played for about 5 years. It was, I guess, full time, every day. But now I have a regular job but play.
What do
on
you
the
do in your
weekends.
regular job?
I'm a district manager for a liquor distributor.
I have played professionally. I toured around for about 3 years. Played professionally, where that was my only job for about 10 years.
What do you do in your off time?
Now I'm a college professor at Georgia Southern.
Look us up on Facebook at
Westcott Duo.
And
We'll be happy to come play for you.
especially here, it looks like a fun place.
I just love the camaraderie of everybody, coming together for a good cause, and just the appreciation of music. It comes from the heart, and it also comes from the mind, so you put those two together, magical things can happen.
When did you start playing?
I started playing when I was 4 years old.
What song started you off?
Oh gosh, I think it was Turn On Your Love Light by Bobby Blue Bland. I heard all the blues from back in the day, and I just loved that style of music, so I gravitated towards that style. And also, since I'm from Oklahoma, country music was also a big part of my life as well.
Have you played with a lot of groups?
I have, but not necessarily any big names. I always tried to pursue myself as a blue-eyed soul man, trying to get myself out there. I'm a Nashville recording artist, so I've recorded in Nashville a few times, and I've done some other things, But I used to sing at Gillies. Gillies, the big club in Dallas. I used to sing there.
Are you currently performing anywhere? that
I am
we could
hosting
plug?
the jam sessions at Flashbacks. So I am, I guess, what you might call the jam prioriter,
The Jam Master.
the jam master there as far as booking the bands and whatnot. I'm doing all that there.
I've been listening to rock and roll, pop music all of my life. I listened to a lot of soul music growing up. In my adulthood, I really started falling for the blues. I feel like that's when I started getting serious about returning to my playing. And so I feel like that my sax style may borrow more from harmonicas than from saxophones. So I'm no jazz player. I'd love to be. But I love to play the blues. That's my favorite. And I also play a stand-up bass fiddle. I am so grateful to Spanky's for putting this on. Musicians love to play. Musicians love to play.
And people love to hear 'em.
And people love to hear them. So let's get the two together more often.